This is part 3, the final part of the series on what Lumion gets right. In this final part, we are going to bring it to life. So let's start with number 1. Sky and clouds is one of the oldest ways of creating skies in Lumion. But to this day, it still looks really good, with a lot of customization options. You can set any type of sky with this. And what's great about this is that you can create time-lapse animations. If you've never done a time-lapse before, this is where you start. I'll start by setting a keyframe for the sun position and height at the beginning of my timeline. Then move to the end and change the sun. Just like that, you have a time-lapse of the sun moving across the sky. And now, to make the clouds move and change their shape and direction, head over to Sky and Clouds Effect. And here, you can control the cloud density, the type of clouds in the sky, and the cloud speed, so you can have a fast, dramatic time-lapse. Now you should be able to have an animation that looks like this. For me, this is always a great animation for your projects. It gives that extra touch of realism. And let me know in the comments if you want a dedicated tutorial for time-lapse animations with Lumion 26. If there's at least 20 comments asking for this, I'll make the tutorial. So now you understand the basics of keyframing from the sky and clouds. Now let's apply that to your artificial lights. To animate the light's color or intensity, you need to first add an effect called Animate Lights. Here you have 4 options. The first one selects the lights you want to animate, and the others related to their color, as in RGB. So if you want to control the intensity of a specific light, just increase or decrease all the values together and do this as keyframes. Now, when you play back the animation, the light fades in. It's that simple. And as you noticed, I'm selecting a group of lights, but this is one of the effects that you can add multiple times. So if I add another, I can control another set of lights and their intensity and color separately. And this works really well combined with the sky time-lapse we just did. The sun sets, and as it gets darker, your artificial lights fade in. That's a really nice effect, and it's not that hard to achieve. One of the nice things about having a color correction effect is that you can inspect the image histogram. You can see black levels clipping or highlights, and you can also control by keyframes. For example, during your time-lapse, as the sun sets, you can keyframe the color temperature going from a warm daylight to a cool blue night. You can also use the LUTs property. A lookup table is files that have already color grading applied to it. There's hundreds of them online, even free ones you can download. There's also from most popular movies if you want to replicate a look you really like. Just load the file here, and then you can adjust the intensity of the effect to better blend with your scene. But Lumion also already ships a few, so you can just explore the options here and see which one fits best your project. With the handheld camera effect, you can add subtle shake, and suddenly the animation feels organic. It feels like it was shot by a real person. I'll go to Effects, select Handheld Camera. We will use mostly the shake strength. I usually keep the intensity quite low, between 30 to 120%, depending on the effect I want. For example, if I'm going with smooth camera movement, I add 30%. This way, it's subtle enough that it's still a mechanical movement, but you can feel the weight of it. But instead, if I'm going with someone holding a smartphone camera, I might add 100 to 120%, since the movement is not so controlled. But be careful, you don't want it to look like it's an earthquake. You just want that subtle touch to the movement. And if you are going to use this effect on your projects, Check the link in the description below, as I have a full tutorial covering this technique. Alright, so your animation is done. Now you need to share it with your client. This is where Lumion Cloud comes in. You can share, collaborate, and access projects remotely. You can upload your project, share a link, and your client can view and comment without needing Lumion installed. This is so useful for client feedback. Instead of exporting a video, uploading it somewhere, sending an email, you just share a link, and the client can view it, leave comments, and you can access their feedback directly in Lumion Cloud. It keeps everything in one place. You can even view 360 panoramas, where you can travel through different viewpoints and explore the project. Another thing Lumion gets right is the AI upscaling. I know, there's many AI upscalers out there, but what I like about the Lumion one is that it's a precision upscaler, not a creative one. And what does that mean for you? Well, it means your project stays consistent to what you created. It just makes it higher resolution, it doesn't replace things on your project. So you can be confident about the results even when you need to change things. Let me show you how you can do this. When you are about to render, just select AI Upscale 4 times, and then select the 16K option. This will render the final image at 16K. And you can see here how long it took to render. It was quite fast. And comparing both images, you can see how it improves the final result. The AI adds detail, sharpens the edges, and it does it quite fast. This can render 5 times faster. But you can also do this directly inside Lumion Cloud. On the left sidebar, you will find the AI Upscaler. Just upload your render and then select how many times you want to upscale, and click Upscale. After it's done, you can use the slider to compare the before and after. It's a really useful feature because, as I said, it's a precision upscaler, not a creative one. And another benefit of using the cloud version is that you can upscale anywhere. Just log into your account, and you can even do it from your phone if you need it. The AI PBR material generator is something Lumion released recently. You can find this inside Lumion Cloud. On the left side, click on PBR material generator. Here, just upload any photo of a material you would like to convert into a PBR material. Select the best area and pick which type of material it is. And here's your new PBR material in just a couple of seconds. Comment below material if you want a dedicated tutorial for this new tool. Alright, that's part 3, and that's the full series. If you want to go back and watch the full series, part 1 is about building your foundation. Part 2 is about making it look real. Links are in the description below. Let me know in the comments what would you add to this list. And by the way, if you don't have Lumion yet and you want to get started, you can get a free trial. Students get Lumion for free as well. I'll leave the links below. And if you want to take your renders to the next level, check out my Lumion render course. The link is in the description below. It covers everything from scene setup to advanced rendering techniques for both interiors and exteriors. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified when I publish my new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.